everyone.
something for everybody. Excellent.
I can be the most annoying person in the whole process because someone will send me a PDF version of a document, but inside the PDF is a photograph in JPEG format.
Yeah.
And like, okay, no, we can't, the bank won't accept this.
Right.
They need the original PDF document, and
Yeah.
it needs to be electronically signed as well. So
But you go through that, because if they
This
were
is-
going to go through the banks, it would be a lot. I would imagine that'd be stressful.
Sure. So what we in this was the point that I was going to make before. We make sure that we've got all of the documentation ready to submit to our banks, our banking partners, before we go on to the next stage of the process.
Yeah.
So it's our job to kind of make sure that all of the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed before going to the banks, because we've got our partners in the banks trust us a lot. So if we're introducing a client to them, it's because we're fairly convinced that the bank's going to be able to work with them.
Yeah.
And we're also we work 100% for our clients, but we're also a time-saving measure for our banking partners.
Yeah.
Because from January this year, Spanish banks dealt with 78,000 mortgage applications.
Wow.
So, which is it's a huge amount of paperwork, and when you see kind of the biblical nature of the paperwork that Spanish banks have to look at for these applications, it's quite daunting. So if they've got someone who they know coming to them and saying, this is our client, as far as we can see, the paperwork is in order, it's worth looking at, it's worth putting at the top of your inbox, rather than it getting buried at the bottom along with hundreds of other applications. So this is one of the advantages of coming to a brokerage company.